Binge.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another brand new video about that show that just might be tanking its last season worse than Lost, Game of Thrones. Warning, beyond this point there are major, monumental spoilers for people who are not up to date in HBO's Game of Thrones television universe and even for the ones who are. In this video, we're going to give you our binge breakdown of the brief promo teaser for the series finale of Game of Thrones, along with the alleged leaked spoilers for the rest of the story for all the major survivors from Westeros. We're going to speculate on any surprises that might be coming, and we want to invite you to join us for more conversation in our brand new interactive game in association with Tally Interactive, the Game Show of Thrones. A few lucky contestants will have a chance to win a cash prize, and we'll all get to share our very strong opinions about HBO's fantasy drama. First, let's take a look at this promo teaser and try to understand how the final episode is going to play out. The opening shot is brief and hazy, but zooming in you can see Jon Snow and Sir Davos walking through the carnage and destruction of King's Landing. That moment cuts to this one of Tyrion, who seems like he's in shock after Daenerys' mad Targaryen rampage. The next shot shows King's Landing in ruins. There will most definitely be a bunch of shots like this showing us the chaos that the Dragon Queen has created.
I don't want to see the city burn. I don't want to hear the screams of children burning alive.
After a title card, the promo cuts to an over-the-shoulder shot of Arya still in King's Landing behind some Dothraki soldiers. This shot here shows the faceless assassin is moving around the area as she is now behind the Unsullied soldiers. The following shot shows a couple hundred Unsullied all lined up for their mad queen. After that, the promo cuts to Tyrion walking through a doorway. Is he approaching Daenerys as she gives her speech? He does look very hesitant here. The next shot cuts back to the Dothraki as they are most likely cheering for their Khaleesi. After going to black, the promo cuts back to Daenerys as she approaches the steps of King's Landing with her army and shell-shocked new subjects below. That's the last shot of the promo, people. HBO clearly didn't want to give up too many details about the last episode. That leads us to the major leaked spoilers for this last episode. We've been reading these for weeks and haven't wanted to believe them, but these leaks have been thoroughly vetted and verified at every turn. The Reddit Freefolk community has done an amazing job of organizing them and fact-checking, so we know these leakers have almost perfect track records. We hope that there will be some surprises from these leaks and want to speculate on a few things, but overall, this is most likely how the show is going to end. This is your last chance to leave before shit gets real. The episode supposedly starts off with Jon, Davos, and Tyrion walking through the rubble, which matches these shots from the promo, and it seems Tyrion finds his brother and sister's body, meaning we get an on-screen death confirmation for the Lannister lovers. Next, Grey Worm and his homies are about to execute some trapped Lannister soldiers when Jon tries to stop them, but Grey Worm isn't having it as he's under orders from his mad queen. After that, the Unburnt enters the picture, and supposedly there's a cool shot that makes it look like Daenerys has dragon wings. Unfortunately for Dany fans, her character arc was ripped to shreds in just a few short episodes.
She is my queen.
Daenerys addresses the freed people of King's Landing who didn't get deep-fried and talks about freeing the rest of the world. After her megalomania passes, the new queen puts Tyrion on blast for treason and has him arrested. The leak of Tyrion's betrayal has been out for a while, and now the context makes sense, given the corner the writers have painted us all into. Tyrion apparently flips the script on Dany, calling her out for her mass murder, and throws his handpin down on the ground before she sends him to prison. Can you really blame Tyrion? Who's the villain here? After that, a few weeks pass and Tyrion gets to interact with Jon, who he tries to convince to turn on Dany because his Stark family won't be safe while Jon's true birthright remains a threat to Daenerys' claim to the throne. This apparently somewhat convinces Jon because he goes to see Daenerys and gives her one last chance to stop the killing by snitching on Grey Worm and the Unsullied. Daenerys justifies her and her men's actions, and Jon pretends to agree. But when the Mother of Dragons lets down her guard, Jon Snow actually stabs her with a dagger. Let's stop here and collectively say, what the fuck? All this build-up over 8 seasons, and that's how the two main characters ended. One of the sources of the leak didn't actually see in the throne room, and we wonder if this is a fake ending designed to deceive the leakers. Some fake scenes were known to be filmed, but is this one real? Could Jon Snow really do that to Daenerys? What if she kills herself or is poisoned? We hope that it doesn't go down the way the spoilers are saying, but it looks like this is probably the end that we're getting. After that, Drogon supposedly rolls up and is pretty pissed off. He allegedly melts the Iron Throne, then takes Daenerys in his claws and flies away. We question this because we feel he would have killed the guy who killed his mom, Targaryen or not. What do you think? Are the leaks 100% accurate? Will Jon plunge a dagger into Dany? After that, Jon reportedly turns himself in to Grey Worm. Again, how is there no fight or execution here? Next, the council is formed to figure out what to do with the kingdom, Jon, Tyrion, all the loose ends of the story, basically. Sansa leads this council, and eventually they hold some sort of mini-election where Bran is voted to become the king, and then names Tyrion his hand.
It's a long story.
If only we were trapped in a castle.
The leak of Tyrion being executed seems to be debunked here, although you never know with this show. For Lord Snow's punishment, Tyrion makes Jon take the black for a second time and go back to the wall. Grey Worm is upset but accepts the decision. He refuses to bend the knee to Bran and takes the Unsullied out to free slaves all over the world in Daenerys' name. We get some more loose ends tied up with this new royal council as Bronn, Brienne, Yara, Gendry, Podrick wheeling Bran around, as well as an unknown person from Dorne all seem to be part of it. Arya goes off to explore what's west of Westeros. Sansa rules the north, while Jon and the Free Folk take Ghost north of the Wall. Are they setting up a new Night's Watch, or exploring where the Night King came from? Will Jon actually tell Ghost he's a good boy? If these leaks are correct, honestly, it doesn't matter. A lot of characters seem to have returned to their starting positions after all these years of building, and it's honestly a bit of a letdown. What do you think? Will there be any surprises? Has HBO gone through a ridiculously detailed spoiler conspiracy just to subvert expectations for the finale? We don't think it's likely, but in this series, there's always a chance. Thanks so much for watching our videos, everyone. From now until the finale airs, we will be on the lookout for any new story leaks that help prove or disprove all the sad spoilers out there about the show that went from favorite to most hated in about a month. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Turn on the notifications button for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.
Why do you want to help him?
I have a tender spot in my heart for cripples, bastards, and broken things.